Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rupan the third part 6 episode number 18 reaction. Right, so the previous episode we got to meet a character. I forgot her name, but she was this person who was really like obsessed with Rupan, and like she wanted to kind of draw his attention, and that's why she went kind of joined the the police force, and then after that she made like her own security kind of company where like she had like one of the best securities ever, like that type of thing she made. And by challenging Rupan in front of the camera, she made this plan that, oh, I'm going to meet Rupan, so, and if I'm able to actually stop him, maybe he'll be impressed. That kind of thing. So that's what happened, and in the end, Rupan actually got a really good, challenge. And we all know Rupan, and Rupan himself kind of talks about this, that it's not because the reason why I steal is not because I want money or fame. I just do it because it seems fun and it's challenging, and I always love a good challenge. And that is what he got here. And in the end, he kind of meets her and kind of talks to her, and yeah, and she was happy. That made her day. So that's what happened in the previous episode. It was pretty nice, nice little episode. And yeah, so let's see what happens in this one, episode number 18. Let us get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, we're back here again. The that girl, the florist. Ah, right. Okay. Hmm. Oh, vacation. What? Uh, what? Huh. Damn, this is so many flowers now. Yeah, going on. Yeah. Wow. Right, I was seeing that, like, the newspaper. Answer Republic of Rising. What? Yeah. Whoa. Okay. What? Fake attract lies. Part one. Witch and gentleman. Okay. Wait. So is that him in disguise? Yeah. Damn. Okay, that's her. Yeah. Who's this? Oh. Hmm. Right. Okay. Okay. At least they're here. I thought like they were in Japan. Who? Who's that? Wait. Oh no. Oh, wait. Is she like? Oh, okay. She didn't recognize Rupan because he was in disguise. Okay, okay. Okay, there's something about her. Yeah. Like she came here just like Rupan. Oh, this is the vacation day. Okay. Right. Hmm. Right. Damn. Hmm. All right. Damn. It looks like kind of Jigen a little bit. Kind of. What? Um. What the hell? Yo, what? Right. Oh, is Rupan waiting up? I knew that was going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, she knows him. Two political parties in the middle of standoff. Rare earth man. Okay. Ah, I see. Ah! Yeah! Okay. He probably unloaded it. He unloaded the gun. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure Lupin unloaded that gun. I'm like 80% sure. Well, she was mom, kind of. Oh, a favor. Hmm. 15 years, damn. Okay. Okay. Oh, damn. Wow, she's just like making people, like teaching people and just like making them. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. What the hell is this? There's a pen drive. No, 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 no. Oh my, I knew this was going to happen. Oh Lord, this is going in a bad direction. No, this is going to be a scandal now. Rupan, seems like. Oh. And now he snapped a picture. Oh God. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Oh God. Here we go. Zenigata is here. Obviously, Rupan is here. Zenigata is here. Well. Hmm. Obscenities. Well, you cannot trick Zenigata in tricking about Rupan because he knows exactly. There you go. Hmm. Okay. What is that? Yeah. Borrow the bathroom. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, is there something to nab? Some kind of car? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, you took the helmet as well? Oh, for her. Yeah. How are you going to catch up to a car like that? Oh, is it like slow? I feel like running is like faster than this. Ah, it's going at a pretty good speed. Why? Yeah, running would have been better, in my opinion. What? Right, did he notice where they went? I feel like he. Oh, he's keeping an eye on. Okay. Oh, there you go. That's the guy. I think so. That's him, isn't it? The one who. Oh! Yo, 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 yo! Lupin! Lupin! Hide your face! Oh god, if Zenigata was here, it would have been a mess. He would have immediately realized. Oh god. Oh no, this is just too much. Eh, yeah. Okay. Wait, this is gonna help Rupan, I don't know, probably keep track on. While they're eating kebabs, Zenigata's just. Right, oh god, they even took his picture. Oh wow. You little. This guy. Okay, is Rupan here? Yep. There you go. What is that? Oh, that's a. Yeah. What happened? What? Oh, the whole. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Is this like? Oh. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Wait. Is she like to? I was going to say, is she Tomoe's daughter? I get that that might be the twist here, Matia, because I got the feeling that she. I'll talk about this later. Oh no. Oh my god. Wait, who's still? What the? Who is this guy? Didn't we already stop? Oh, I guess that's from the paparazzi. Oh no. Oh god. Ah. Oh no. Okay, now these are probably from the. Oh wow. I think this is the first time I've seen Zenigata getting arrested. No, not the first time. I think there's another episode where this happened. Like not arrested, but he was suspected. I think this is the first time he got arrested, or maybe in some other episode he had happened. He had got arrested. I just don't know because there's a lot of episodes in season 2 and 3 I skipped. So yeah. Oh god. Right. So yeah, the one thing that I was saying, I feel like Matia is actually Tomoe's daughter, supposed to be Tomoe's daughter. You know why I'm saying that? The reason is because there was one episode in the previous section, in the first two episodes that we saw about Tomoe, there was a section where we saw Matia kind of say the same word that Tomoe said, like something regarding love or something. Like that is why I was like, oh wait, is Matia like Tomoe in disguise? But now I feel like the better explanation here is that it's not that she's Tomoe in disguise, she's actually Tomoe's daughter. That is why she said the same thing that Tomoe said. Like and has like the same values regarding the you know and I think that might be the case here. She might because okay, that's it. They mentioned uh, Tomoe's child here. That is why I'm thinking that might be the case here. Matia can actually be. There's a possibility of her actually being the child of Tomoe, like the blood related child. I'm not talking about the other children or the other people she tutored. So I might be wrong, but I feel like there must be a connection between Tomoe and Matia because I got that feeling when I watched the previous two episodes. Uh, yeah, she kind of said the same thing that Tomoe said. So that is why. Right. Okay. So this episode we begin with Rupan in disguise coming to Matia's flower shop again, and you can see that Matia's like taking care of the flowers. Like, oh, so like if you like cut their the stem, put it in hot water, and then okay, that keeps the flower good, I guess. And Lupin's like, oh, you know about these kind of things. You know about that trick. Impressive. Oh no, Matia says that, and Lupin's like, I've been studying about like flowers and everything. And Lupin is like, you just got out of the hospital. Like you should have taken a little bit of a rest or vacation. And Matia's like, oh no, like actually I am going on a vacation. Like like a few days after this, I told the manager, so I won't be here. And then he says, but then eventually I am going to leave this place altogether. Right. So Rupan's like, wait, why? And she kind of like was like, oh, it's because of you. But then she's like, just joking, like it's not because of that. I'm the type who never stay in one place for too long. Right. So okay. So there you go. After that, you see like the newspaper. It was that girl, that lady's picture with like the news was there. Uh, so that was there. She was also reading that. Like that is why I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? I'm convinced. I am convinced she either has something to do with Tomoe or she's Tomoe's daughter. Because she had the same newspaper and she got the same clue from reading the newspaper that Rupan got, and both went there at the same time because like they wanted to know more about Tomoe. So like that's why I'm saying like she might be Tomoe's daughter, like actual blood related daughter that we just got to know today. Either that or she's someone who has something to do with Tomoe. Any of it, because I'm like now sure, like now that I'm seeing that like she also had the newspaper. I'm like sure now that she read that newspaper and she knew about that whole Tomoe situation, and that's why she's also trying to find Tomoe just like Rupan is. And that is also probably why, yeah, in the first two episodes, Matia came in the whole like that whole, what was that, the auction or whatever that was happening with the jewel. And like Mercedes came in, and they were like like trying to get that, and Rupan was having like a fight against Rupan, and Matia was there in the crossfire and Rupan saved her. That is why she was there as well, because again she probably was trying to find clues about Tomoe and she came here. So every place that Rupan is going, trying to find Tomoe, she's also kind of going in, like following the same trail and probably trying to find Tomoe as well. That would mean either she's her daughter, like like actual daughter, or she's someone related to her, or one of her students. Either of that. So that kind of thing. I think that's what's going on, because it's very like the coincidence is like uncanny. Like Rupan goes there trying to find Tomoe, she also is over there. And also the fact that she says that, oh, I'll probably have to leave here because like I don't stay in one place all the time. She's probably thinking she'll need to leave this place, trying to like go to other places and try to find Tomoe, something like that. Right. Anyways, so next we see Rupan has gone like back to their hideout. I love how Goemon is doing the dinner again. I remember Goemon, like, what was that? There was like the section where Rupan complained about Goemon's cooking. No, wait, was it Goemon's cooking or was it Jigen's cooking? Oh, I forgot. I mixed it up. Whatever it was, he complained and they were like, oh, I cannot, I won't be cooking for you guys anymore. I think it was Jigen's cooking. Yeah, never mind. It was Jigen's cooking. So Goemon is still doing the cooking. Yeah, yeah. Right. So Goemon is like, Rupan is kind of sad. Rupan is like kind of moping around, and Jigen is like, oh, don't feel sad. And Goemon is like, the flow of the river never ceases and its water never stays the same. Rupan is like, shut up. I don't want to hear this from you. Like, I'm not sad or anything. I'm just a loyal customer, and that's why. Right. So while all of this is happening, I love Jigen. It's like you put all the flowers over here, and I have to take care of them. I have to take care of the flowers so much that I can work at a flower shop after I retire. Right. Anyways, so Goemon's like putting the newspaper on him, and Lupin sees this news. Here's the Republic of Kotornika's rising congresswoman. And right, so he reads it, and he's like, a missing private tutor behind her rise to success. And Lupin is like, yeah, you know what? I need to go there. And he's like, I'm stepping out from it. And Jigen's like, oh, bring me a bag of cigarettes. And Goemon is like, bring me soba flour. Lupin's like, oh no, I'm actually going somewhere else. So yeah, after that you can see Lupin in disguise keeping an eye on Hazel. I think that was her name, yeah. And Lupin before this game like talked to Jigen and Goemon, and Lupin was like, you guys don't have to get involved in this. Just stay here, like have some fun, whatever. Do I'll just do the thing and come back. So now, right after that, Lupin was like keeping an eye out for there, and you can see, Mattia coming in, and you can see Mattia was looking at the same place Lupin was looking. So like I said, like she's like following the same trails as Lupin, trying to find Tomo, and that is why they're always meeting, because they're going for the same thing. And Lupin's like, oh wow, Mattia, you're here. And like this was a supposed vacation that she was supposed to take. So Lupin's like, oh, that's a huge coincidence, and Mattia's like, yeah, Mattia's like, oh, I just decided to come here, like, and I wanted to visit this place. So I thought like this is the best time. So Mattia's like, what are you here for? Some crazy heist using kebabs? You're going to do something like that? And Lupin's like, no, nothing like that. Some secret stuff, you don't need to know about that. And Lupin's like, so are you going to stay here? Like, I might stick around with you. And Mattia's like, oh no, I don't need you to stick around. But then in the end, she's like, alright, fine, you can be my bodyguard up until I leave. Right, so after that, we see Hazel like talking to, like, like that whole like that meeting or whatever that was going on. And right, so here they're talking about the rare earth metals, and Hazel's perspective on this is like, we need to be like going into these type, we need to do these things. It might be polluting the our place and everything. However, we need to like to compete against poverty, we need to do this. Like, while then this guy in the opposition, he's like, oh, you're going to destroy the country before it ever has a chance to complete in the world. And she's like, oh no, like, if you want to protect the environment, do that after everyone gets proper food to eat. Like people are starving and dying, and you're talking about the environment. Like, like these type of like back and forth are just happening. So you can see like I'm guessing like the leader of the group, he was like, oh, the our group has high expectations for you. And then there was this guy as well, Selim, yeah, who's supposed to support Hazel. Okay, so while all of this is happening, Hazel in the car takes the glass down, and in comes this reporter, just snaps picture and just goes away. And she's like, what the hell is this? Comes back to her house room and sees Lupin's just waiting there. So Hazel is very calm. Like, Lupin's like, oh, you're actually so calm. Like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, like, yeah, I do know about you, and like being one of the like what's happening in the country, so I'm not really scared about these type of things. I'm always prepared. And she's like, you want something to drink? And goes there and bam, pulls out a gun. She's like, there you go, you see, I'm prepared. Now here, like I said, I think Lupin definitely unloaded that gun. I'm like 100% sure, because he always does that. Like he like he's a troll. He just he just like, I'm pretty sure the first thing he did here is like come to that room, this room, like break in, and probably checked the whole room, found the gun, unloaded it, and kept it there. Like I said, he's just a troll. He does this all the time. Like makes the opponent think that they have the higher ground, while they don't actually have that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he unloaded the gun. Either way, Lupin doesn't really say much. Lupin's like, okay, right, just a minute. So, alright, he says that the reason why I came here is that thought, she's like, you know about Tomoe, so speak about it. I just want to know more information about him, her. So she talks about Tomoe. She's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna give you information. I need something in exchange. And Rupan's like, what do you need? And she's like, oh, I just want you to owe me one. So yeah, right. So she then starts talking. She says, first met Madame Tomoe back when I was in high school, 14 to 15 years ago. Damn, it's a long time. And she says how Tomoe came and became her private tutor and the recommendations of my uncle's friends. And she was like one of the best tutors. She helped her provide education to so many things. Like she gave her a lot of different methods, a lot of different people. She even brought in actual experts in different fields. And she says like, I learned the ins and outs of politics from her and decided to work for my country. So this is what like almost like making these people like here she made like an actual made an actual politician, like a person trained her like that. Before she trained Mercedes as well, who's like one of the best, I guess you could say, mercenaries. Like in every field, she's like making people, like teaching people to be someone like extraordinary. Like first Rupan learned most of the things from her. So she made Rupan a thief, a world-known thief. Mercedes, one of the best mercenaries, and now this girl Hazel, a politician. Like every area, she's like just making people and kind of giving them training into becoming someone actually really important. Okay, so she says that Madame Tomoe always stayed by my side even when I wasn't studying. And she said she considered all her students as her own children. There you go. And Rupan remembers the same thing Tomoe told him as well. So Rupan's like, okay. And then he brings out the diamond and she's like, that gem. And he's like, oh, you know about this? And she's like, oh, no, I don't know about that. And Rupan's like, all right, sorry for barging in. And then someone throws in a pen drive. And as soon as he was going to go out, and when Hazel is like, no, don't go out, I was like, oh no, yeah, this is going to be like a whole, people will be waiting there ready to snap pictures. So and that's exactly what happens. Rupan comes out and they snap pictures and go away. And yeah, so there you go. We are in trouble. Obviously, this is going to be spread out to the news outlets and the media, and this is going to be a mess. Right, anyways, Hazel kind of puts in the pen drive and sees that there's a deep fake about Hazel apparently killing someone using mercenaries or whatnot. So yeah, they're trying to tarnish her reputation. So she's like, I have done my fair share of bad stuff as well, so I have to face the music someday, but only after I successfully forge a path forward for this country. Right. So next day, yeah, in the news, it's already out. Matya looks at the newspaper and she's like, what the hell is this? This is what job you had here, Rupan? And Rupan's like, oh no, that I just went in for a toilet break. That's what happened. That's a big misunderstanding. Okay, so over there, this guy Salim or whatever, he's talking about how this is going to be a problem, while Zenigata comes in, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go, because obviously Rupan's face is out. Zenigata immediately came in, and I don't know how he came here this quickly, because obviously he wasn't here. I think he was definitely in Japan, I'm guessing. So wait, what happened? Did he immediately see the newspaper and was like, alright, you know what? Let's get on a plane. Let's go and find Rupan over there. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. He probably was just always I'm sure he keeps an eye out on every newspaper from the world. I'm pretty sure that's what he does. Probably wakes up the first thing in the morning, goes to his computer and turns on the internet, goes to the different websites and sees different newspapers of every single country, and after seeing them, checks out if there's any new information about Rupan. So probably this was something like that. He woke up today and opened his computer, went to that website and took out the newspaper and he was like, wait a minute, what is this? Rupan's over here. And he immediately, like, probably, like, backed up, called Yata, called Adi, and he's like, immediately come to the airport. And airport, bam, over here. In the morning, he's immediately here. I'm pretty sure that's what happened here. I'm 100% sure that every day in the morning he checks all the newspapers of the world, just if there's any information about Rupan. And that's how he figured this out. So he comes here and he's like without wasting any time, he just comes here and he's like, oh, we are here because of this. So right now, after that, okay, so they ask her about a few questions and everything, kind of like, who asks her questions, and they're like, oh, like, so Rupan had nothing to do about it. And she's like, no, like, he broke into my apartment and I chased him with a pistol and he ran off shouting obscenities, and nothing was missing, and all these things. And I'm like, yeah, Zenigata won't be buying that. And that's exactly what happens. Like, obviously Zenigata didn't buy it, but the surprising thing here was Ari got the same impression. Ari was like, yeah, this sounds fishy, this doesn't seem like Lupin's mode of operation. And Yata's like, oh, you're learning, good job. Good job. And I'm like, damn, like, she actually caught it pretty quickly, because obviously, like, she definitely doesn't have much experience working against Lupin, but the fact that she was able to grab that information in that little amount of time, impressive, as expected of Zenigata's like subordinates. Right, so Zenigata's like, alright, you and Ari investigate from a different angle, I'm going to keep an eye on her. So there you go. Now next we get to see Lupin has like bought like a, I don't know what that exactly is. It's like a I think like an ornament, like a hand ornament, like a bangle or something. I'm not sure. Like like that Lupin bought for Matya. And Lupin's like, are you really okay with this? Not anything fancy, but this. And she's like, oh, it's fine. I like it. And Lupin's like, oh, what else do you want? I can buy you anything. And he's like, oh, you seem like my big brother, Oh wow, there you go. There's another hint. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is. God damn it! I'm pretty sure she is Tomoe's daughter, like actual biological daughter. Like, again, like I said, another hint. She's like, oh, I'm not feeling daddy. You seem like more like a big brother with that outfit on. There you go. Which is obviously like, it's like a foreshadowing as to, because if you think about it, Tomoe called Lupin as her child as well. So if Matya is Tomoe's biological daughter, that would mean kind of that, like Lupin and Matya are kind of like brother and sister. And that, again, that's why I said, like, this is again another indication and another foreshadowing as to Matya being Tomoe's actual daughter. I think so. I'm like 80% sure now. Right. Anyways, after that, Lupin's like, what I did was just borrow a bathroom for a minute, nothing else. Okay, anyways, so after that, Lupin sees like a car going, and he immediately recognizes being the car from the other night. And he's like, oh, we need to go there. So he's trying to see whether there's like some kind of a like a transport vehicle or something. There's nothing. So he sees like these two kids with like the skateboard, and he's like, oh, let's do this. Gets the helmet, puts it on Matya's head, and gets on the skateboard, and he's like, oh, you guys, push from the back. And the kids were like, yeah, let's do it. They were pretty excited about this. So they push them, and yeah, off they go. Like, this is what I was saying. I'm like, I feel like they could have gotten there easily if they ran. But, by the end of it, they did kind of, at first they were going very slowly. But then by the end of it, they were actually going quite fast. So it did work out by the end of it. So they reach this place, they fall into like a bush. And then Lupin's like, you know what, let's get some kebab. Off they are in this restaurant having kebab, and in comes Yata and Adi, and I'm like, oh no, Lupin, hide your face. But if this was Zenigata immediately would have recognized. But like they need more, I guess you could say, more experience, Yata and Ari. So, and obviously Matya realized what's going on, so Matya tried to keep Lupin's identity a secret as well. And Matya's like, "Oh, this is my big brother," like that's what's going on here. And they sat down, and then they're like having like this meal, and Ari's like, "Oh, that's a nice like ornament you have, bracelet." And Lupin's like, "Oh, why don't you ask your boyfriend to get you one?" And both of them like blush and everything. But either way, you can see that in the end, Matya's like, "Oh, can I get your number, Ari-san?" Like so that maybe we can meet up again and have like meals and have stuff like this. Right. So after that, while this is happening, Zengata's just having like bread and milk. And this guy, this paparazzi, he's still keeping an eye out and like snapping pictures. So you can see Lupin's already here, and Lupin realized what's going on. And so after that, Lupin decides to follow them and finds out that Salim is actually the one who's behind all of this, and with these all deep fakes and these like these misinformation. And Lupin comes in and yeah, Lupin's like, "Oh, so you guys are the one behind all of this, so, right?" So beats them up, goes to inside and like talks to what's her name, Hazel, and gives her the the photographic like proof about these guys being the one preparators. And yeah, here we go. All your acumen were making your fellow congressman jealous. Yeah, and that is why they were like doing all of these things. So Rupan says, I pilfered all the data they had, and yeah, like they won't be bothering you anymore. And you can see that Hazel is kind of like like very like tired and everything. Okay, now Hazel says that I'm kind of not feeling okay. I'm feeling like whatever I'm doing, am I doing everything correctly? And Lupin kind of tells her that, yeah, and there's like no one's a saint in this world. Like everyone has done something wrong at least once in their life. So yeah, like you cannot really do anything being, and this is like a political situation. You cannot expect yourself to keep a clean hand in these type of situations. You have to dabble in these type of situations. So yeah, as long as your goal and vision is correct and moral, that's all that matters. And and Lupin's like, "Oh, I'm going to go out to the front door because there's a cop that is actually keeping an eye out here." And and here like he just says like, "Oh, like don't come here." Oh no, sorry. She gives a little bit of more information on Tomoe. She talks about how Madame Tomoe once said she had a child, like an actual biological child. And here we go. Right, I'm going to read this part. "I don't mean one of her students. I remember her saying at a beautiful box, staring at a beautiful box, and she kept saying, I remember us staring at, wait, just a minute. Staring at a beautiful box, and she kept saying, this is something I need to be their mother." Right, right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point that it's actually Matya. Like, there's been so many hints indicating towards Matya being her child. And as soon as Hazel was like, "Oh, she had a child," that's what I immediately thought. Like, because, like in the first two episodes, I got the feeling Matya had some similarity with Tomoe. And that is why I was like, "Oh, is Matya Tomoe in disguise or something?" But no, this makes more sense. Her being her daughter would make more sense. And that is why she's also trying to track down Tomoe. And that is why she's trying to find out these leads and going exactly according to them and always bumping across Rupan because Rupan is also following the same leads. So either way, Hazel is like, that makes us even, and she says like, "I don't want you meeting me from here onwards as long as you're a thief. Like I don't want the world to know about this. So whatever happens, please don't interfere with me." And Rupan's like, "Yeah, okay, fine, goodbye." Right, the next day, Matya and Rupan say goodbye. They're both going back, obviously. And while in the airplane, Rupan is thinking about everything, like, right. And he kind of suspects something, so he doesn't really say much here. Okay, so after that, you see Zenigata is like asking about Hazel and realizing that Hazel has left, and he's like, "Oh no, I need to go and take care, like check on her." So you can see Hazel is back in her room, and okay, like obviously I realized what is going to happen after this. As soon as I saw the what do you call it, the window being open and everything. Yeah. So Zenigata comes in and tries to check for Hazel, knocks on the door, no response, opens the door, gets in, and yeah, sees her there, dead on the floor, bleeding. So I'm pretty sure like people were waiting, like like trying to frame whoever comes in. Like they don't care, like like who comes in. Either that or they like kind of inform the police about this. And unfortunately, Zenigata was also at the same time that the police came here. Either of it, either the police are actually working for the opposition and everything, and they were just waiting here to get a scapegoat, or like it was just bad timing. Either way, Zenigata comes in, tries to check her pulse, and Zenigata's like, "Wait, I am a police. Like what the hell are you guys doing? Are you guys stupid?" And they're like, "Oh, put your hands up, put your like just cuffs him, and bam, Zenigata is arrested. Unfortunate. Damn. Like I said, I think like I've only seen once before Zenigata being suspected as a criminal, but I don't think I've ever seen him actually getting arrested. I knew this was going to happen somewhere down the line that Zenigata gets suspected of being like the criminal or something about some and I, like I said, there was one episode I can remember. I don't exactly remember which episode, but there was an episode where people were actually suspecting him to be a criminal. But arrested, I think this is the first time, at least I saw. There might be in season 2 or season 3, maybe there might have been episodes where maybe Zenigata got arrested, and I just don't know because I skipped most of those episodes. However, yeah, at least this is the first time I'm seeing something like this. So that is it. That was my reaction to episode 18 of Rupan the Third Part 6. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week with another episode of Rupan the Third. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.